gentlemen, and welcome to today's special edition of Insight Live. I am your host for today, Lovett Babafemi Oluwatomisin. We have an exciting and thought-provoking show for you today. We'll be digging into the world of journalism to know if journalism is a craft or a profession. Joining me today is a distinguished guest of mine, Dr. Christopher Winfuru. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Let's start by defining our terms. So what do you understand by crafts?
Well, I must sincerely thank you for bringing me here. And let me start this way. Not dictionary definition anyway. But craft is something you acquire natural, not being a professional. Craft is the art you learn. You learn without going to any school, formal school. That is craft, and I think probably there are other definitions that dictionary will give you, but I know craft is what you acquire naturally, not going to formal school.
Okay, sir, can you explain profession for us?
Giving
us the definition.
The professional aspect of it is you may acquire that craft, then go to school to sharpen you. Or you don't have the skill, let me use that now word, skill now. And you go to school where they sharpen you to be the best. I like to use this word. You go to the market to buy a machete. It's blunt. Use it to clear grass, it will clear, but you're wasting your energy. But if you sharpen it with, file, you see the knife will clear, the cutlass will clear very well. So that is how it is for professional. They teach the integrity of the field you find yourself, the do's and don'ts.
Okay, sir, thank you, sir. So can you also enlighten us more about the word journalism?
Journalism. Well, journalism is the practice of passing information, people who are involved in passing information to masses. Masses. They gather news, they gather information, could be any type of information that, man need to be informed. And when they are not informed, you are deformed. And so they gather information and pass to the large audience, mass. It's a Latin word, meaning talking to the large crowd.
Okay, sir, thank you, sir. Please, I would like one of our guests, one of our audience to give us a question.
My name is Minashe Abukola Abigail. Based on common trends, do you believe journalism should lean more towards being a profession or a craft?
Thank you for that question. That's the problem we're having in this country today. If every journalist, potential broadcaster, potential news reporter, go professional, the issue of misleading information, fake news will not be there. The problem we're having today is that most people rely on the craft that they have gotten. Take it this way. Can you go and do operation when you have not attended the university to study medicine and surgery? It's only in journalism you see people even knock and crack because you have phone and you see information without going through the nitty-gritty of mass media. You post and people will read. And remember, man is gullible. They read everything they see and hear. And believe it. Not only reading and hear. They believe it. Who can think without asking who, how, when, which makes professional journalists to say what they are, to own that they are professionals. So, to answer your question, there is need for a journalist to acquire a certificate, to go through 4 walls of either university, higher institution, to sharpen him to become a professional.
Thank you, sir. Many liking journalism to be a craft. What aspect of journalism make it resemble a craft?
Just let me pick it from where I said before. Misleading information that we're having all around this country. These are people who have not seen the need to make themselves professional. I'm not saying, it's just like if all students in mass comm are potential journalists. Until they acquire the certificate, the skill. So the aspect of making it a craft is the thing is inherent. I can report anything. But the danger is when you report anything, the boomerang, the crisis that will follow. Of course, you know what is happening in Nigeria today. Most reportages that we read through, some of the reportages we are going through now, some of them are sent by these people who took journalism as a craft. A professional will always wear the pros and the cons, the ethics of the profession before he sends out information, knowing that every information that is passed, you will be held responsible. That's why you hear in some radio stations we say, if our information is misleading or incorrect, call us. But those who take it as a craft, do they have such things? They have passed information, they have passed it, and that's all. So it ought not to be done.
And sir, what aspect makes it resemble a profession?
When you begin to observe the ethics, the rules and regulations, before you air a program, before you pass information, you ask yourself, be objective in your reportage, not being subjective. When you report and you're objective, you will consider the pros and cons, like I said before, the aftermath of what you are going to send out to dish out. Remember, mass media is agenda setting. People believe more of what they hear and see and watch. They react to it. Media has a way of shaping people's mind. The way we think, the way we reason. There are some reports you send today, if not a professional that send it, it rains dust, cause chaos and crisis.
Thank you, sir. Can we get one question from the audience, please?
My name is Kende Oluwanifesimi. What difficulties as digital media brings to journalism as a professional and as a craft?
Thank you. Olua, let me say this. Digital, I think early 2000, came into this country, and I know what situation like NTA, FRCN went through. One, changing from using, let's from a computer. These days you can stay here and take news and edit and send with digital. But those days, with the analog, you take it and go home and practice. And some people were finding it difficult to switch. Of course, man find it difficult to adopt to what? On usual ground. To switch that digital. Some can't even type. Some can't even know, don't even know how to use the media. I mean the social media. And so it becomes a problem. Remember in those days, when we're in analog, you'll be waiting when the news is gathered, you rush to the station to go and edit with the editing machine before you air. But online editing can be done just like using when you go to cover live programs. You'll be editing there and you're sending directly. Very easy. So being educated on how to use the facilities that come along with what? Digital was a problem. It's a challenge to many.
Sir, another question, please.
My name is Kayode Oluwatomisin. My question says, how do ethical standard and responsibility emphasize journalism as a profession?
I think I will answer this question with just an illustration. When NTA was established, its aim was to unite this country. That's one of the ethics. And so as a journalist who is working with NTA, FRCN, any news you want to pass that will bring crisis in, let's assume from the north. You are watching from south and you are covering a news in the north where people from Yoruba land is being killed. And they're showing you blood and how their brain pops out. What do you think will be here? As you watch, people here will say, you will see that Aboki that shine your shoe and give you Mesuya. You say, this is the man that killed my brother. You see what? Where we're missing the point? But the ethics stays you. Such news don't report. And somebody at home who are a layman who doesn't know the ethics of the profession, we say, these people can lie. I saw the corpse. I saw the brain. I saw the blood. These people, these journalists are liars. It's not true. You are trying to guide the ethics of your profession. And some cases they will tell you, not the sources, you should not disclose the source, no matter what happens. As a journalist, you have to hold it. Because that is a trust for you. So, it is posing a problem. Is that the question? Posing a problem because most people who don't hold that ethics guarding journalism profession will always fall prey to crisis. And you see, that's why you see NDC will just clamp down on the station and say it's closed. You have heard many times they close some station because of not being ethical in reportage.
Sir, please give us 2 advantages of a good reporter.
One, must be objective. Whatever a good reportage must ask a reporter and we say, is this thing ideal? Is it the right thing? I hope my reportage is not going to cause a problem to whoever. No, I'm not talking of hiding the truth. You must say the truth. But what I'm trying to say is, don't act because they say these people are bad and you act on that. No. Be objective and be fair. Be fair. There are many things you as a journalist you have to carry along. And make sure you always ask who is involved. Where the 4W and 1H have to know it. These are the things you ask. That is what makes news a news. That dog bite man is not a news. Because dog has been biting man. But man bite dogs. It's a news. Man biting dog. It becomes the headline, the lead. People will rush to buy it. But dog bite man. It's a normal thing. It's not news. What makes a journalist ability to report unusual that happens and carries human interest?
One more question from the audience.
My name is Tiami Shukras Falakemi. What changes do you foresee that could influence whether journalism is seen more as a craft or a profession?
Good. I like this one. I like it because currently the social media is coming out with laws to checkmate those who are reporting misleading information. And so, just like last night, they were talking in Trust, and they said, those who send things in social media, they will trace them and arrest them. And one was traced and arrested in Plateau State. He sent, during this end bad governance program, he sent that this bad end governance, let them go to the police station, burn it, go to this place, burn it. He mentioned many places and send it. That's misleading because there were some youth he's misleading. And what they did was to go to the social media. That's digital now. That's journalism now, professional. They traced the boy and arrested him where he's in one village in Kunkwam. Kunkwam is in Panshi local government. And they picked him up. He started crying. He didn't know he's going to go viral. At least that is an opener to many people. That will tell people that whatever you send on social media now, some people now they block their accounts. So being a professional, that is the best way so that we begin to check. Like I say, you can't just carry this and go to call. I know some people try it and begin to defend people, but mostly in medical, you can't go and do surgery when you are not a professional surgeon.
Thank you, sir. So my audience, I want you guys to know that we must all study journalism. Journalism is a profession, not a craft. Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights and experience. It's been a truly enlightening discussion. And thanks to our viewers for joining us today. Stay informed, stay curious, and we'll see you next time on Insights Live. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.